Good evening, good evening, good evening. From the Channel 9 studio, this is Sport Chat with Mr. 33. I am he, Mr. 33. And as we do on a normal Friday nights, we go on to recap SmackDown that happened tonight. So SmackDown started off with Damian Priest, who just came off a victory last week with Rhea Ripley against Zelina Vega and Aleister Black. He's coming out here to give props to John Cena, the retirement and all of that. And then he goes on to try to talk about he's ready to move on from Aleister Black. And Zelina Vega comes out there and calls them all types of hypocrites and things of that nature. And while she's doing that, Aleister Black creeps up, attacks him from behind. Damian Priest get the advantage, puts Aleister Black down, goes out to get a table, and then come to find out, Aleister Black slips out, gets the chair, try to beat the man with the chair, and then he hits him with a Metatora and gets up out of the ring. Showing that the damage was done. Damian Priest arrives in pain, and that's how SmackDown opened up this Friday night. Excuse me. Then we go to a tag team match. The Kabuki Warriors make a special appearance versus Nia Jax and Lash Legend. This was not a title match, right? So I guess they got tired of Lash and Nia jumping on them, so they gave him a match. Uh, the match starts. The the powerhouse tag team of Nia Jax and Lash. They don't waste no time. They go ahead and attack. Uh, they get the advantage over Kyrie Sane, Oscar as well. But Kyrie starts the match. They tagging in and out. Nia and Lash is looking pretty good working together. Um, some way, shape, or form, Kyrie gets out of a situation, makes the tag. Oscar comes in and try to clear house. She did clear house for a hot second. Then the team of Jackson Legend, they get themselves together. Uh, they cut it off by setting up Kyrie Singh, dropping her real bad, dragging her to the corner. Nia hits the Annihilator, gets the 3 count. So uh, Nia and them get the victory. And then after the match, they start to attack the tag champs. Then Charlotte and Miss Bliss comes down to the ring, uh, takes advantage of they're not paying attention to who's coming to the ring. They beat on Lash and Nia and get them out the ring and stand like they did. They stand like they was fresh because they really were. And Nia and them got up out of there. But a big win for Nia and Lash Legend, who's trying to promote themselves as the premier tag team to to actually go up against the Kabuki Warriors. So it was a big win for them. Uh, I didn't expect it to be that easy. Maybe because they was trying to prove themselves and they actually had to fight a non-title match. I guess they wanted to solidify that they are the number one contender. That's a way to do it. Mickey Mouse Club, how are you? Yeah, I do a little bit of everything. Welcome in the sports chat with Mr. 33. We talk about everything. We talk about basketball, football, wrestling, boxing, whatever you guys want to talk about. We in the midst. We'll have that conversation. Um, this was like a real quiet SmackDown as they start to prepare for holiday style. So this was pre-recorded as well. Just like the next segment when they show Cody Rhodes going to Drew's house to attack Drew over there, and he beats Drew down, gets a restraining order. Uh, that was a quick video of what happened at Drew's house. Then they go to the match with Julia versus Alba Fry. Julia's still pissed off that Chelsea Green is the champ. She stole the belt, with that little uh, foot on the rope situation and got that 3 count and gained the victory. So now she's gone against Alba Fry. And Julia was so determined to win. She she didn't waste no time. She got at the Alba. She she kept kicking her with knees and feet and all of this other stuff. Put her in the Northern Lights and dropped her. Got the 3 count, so she gets the victory over Alba Fry. Chelsea Green was just there to watch. But sometimes when you try to regain something, you have to be serious, and that's what Julia put on display tonight. She's telling her, "Listen, this is your people. I'm gonna punish your people till I get that chance to get back at that belt or my rematch or whatever you want to call it." So she really put the boots to the ground and punish Alba Fry. Alba Fry might sit down for a little bit. Then we get to the Cody Rhodes segment. Cody Rhodes is talking about what happened at Drew's house, and then Nick Aldis comes out, interrupts him, tells him, "Listen, you messed everything up. You made me look crazy. You made me look like a liar, and you made him look right because he's not safe wherever he goes. He's not safe." So he basically tells Cody, "Listen, you might be QB, you might be all of the things you say, QB1, champion, whatever, but if you touch that man, I'm stripping you." That's the gist of the whole conversation. And Cody Rhodes, he got it. He left. He ain't really say too much. That's how that segment ends. Then we got a tag match between Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov versus DIY. Now this match came about the week before as DIY jumped on Dragunov after the victory over Ciampa, and Carmelo Hayes came through the save from the double team. So now this match goes through. Uh, DIY started the match. They was in control of the beginning of it. Um, they was tearing up. They were going back and forth, tagging in and out as a tag team supposed to. They have the experience, and they did all of this stuff to Dragunov. Then Carmelo comes in. He he comes in and do what he has to do. Gets the get the advantage in his favor, and then they both all people come in. Uh, Dragunov hits Ciampa with an H bomb. Carmelo Hayes after they cleared out Gargano, and Carmelo Hayes hit the nothing. He can't miss nothing but net. Excuse me, because he can't miss and gets the 3 count. So uh, Hayes and Dragunov defeats DIY. Good match. Just I didn't expect Dragunov and Carmelo to work well together. As if my memory serves me correct, that's the first time they worked together. So that would be, that was a new experience. I liked the teamwork. They really did mesh together. I guess they have a common enemy, so to say. So they worked it out and got the victory. The last match was for the tag team championships, the YS6 versus the MFTs. The MFTs is in this match were JC Mateo and oh god, Tom Tamaloa. Uh JC and Loomis, the champs, they started off, they had uh this match was pretty much back and forth. Loomis and Gacy was in control. Then JC Mateo uh comes in and slows it down, hitting them with his reverse suplexes and things like that. Um, then all of a sudden, things got out of hand as they go out the ring. They all four get thrown out. They all outside the ring by the MFTs. Tala, the tall guy, Tamatala, he comes in. He kicks one of the he kicks Loomis down. Eric Rowan comes in and interferes in the match. Then they start fighting on the side. Uh, Solo and Tamatonga. Then all of the Y6 comes on this other side. They start to fight. They get the match thrown out. I don't. Yeah, it's a no contest because nobody. They didn't really say who did what. They just seen everybody fighting. They get in the ring. Uh, Talatonga clears the ring. Eric Rowan knocks him out. Solo spikes Eric Rowan. Uh, Uncle Howie tries to Sister Abigail him. Talatonga comes and save him. They still fighting. That's how the show goes off with the back and forth. Nobody showing control of who's in control between the two teams. They both battling. They scrapping, even though it's 5-on-4. Nikki Cross gets involved. It gets thrown to Talatonga outside of the ring. So everybody was involved. But the no contest is how SmackDown ended the show. Now, going back to Saturday night's main event because I wasn't on for the week. Uh, uh, I don't like me personally. I don't like the way. I didn't like how Drew interrupted the Obafemi Cody Rhodes match. I think it was a great back and forth. You see, Oba could hold his own against the champ Cody Rhodes, but once Drew McIntyre interrupted, we couldn't see a finish. I would have liked to see a rematch after that, but I think that match has pushed Obafemi into the WWE. I'm expecting him to be in the Royal Rumble because of that match. Um, he held his own against the world champion, and he's still an up and comer, so to speak, the NXT champion. But he did his own. He held his own against Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was having problems with him, so shout out to that. The John who we had the Javon Evans match. That was a great match. I expected it to be high flying luchadoring. I expected all that. I expected AJ Styles and them to get the win. I thought he was gonna hit him with a phenomenal forearm. He scared me when he fell off the top rope with the phenomenal forearm. I'm not saying that was an accident. I'm not saying that was planned. I'm just saying he scared me. But when he hit him with Styles Clash at the end, catching him and put him in the Styles Clash, I think that was a great way to end it. Even though everybody else was high flying, and we know we believe in that Cody Rhodes. AJ is getting ready to start his retirement year in 2026. I think the low grounding of the AJ Clash. I think that was the best way to end it, so he don't have to high fly with the young kids. Javon and Slater, they're in their early 20s. AJ been fighting for just about that amount of time since they've been born. So I think it was just a great match, and Ray Phoenix did. He was the equal to both of them, but AJ was the power, and that's how that I liked how that match ended. Am I missing a match? Am I missing a match? What's it? Nikki Bella? Nikki Bella got whooped. That's what I expected. Uh, against Stephanie Vaquer. That wasn't even a match. She took care of what she had to take care of. I don't know how much longer Nikki's gonna be around, even though she did show up on Raw the other night on Monday night. But I think she needs a. I don't know if this is her final swan song, but it may be time for that to be in existence. Um, and now the John Cena match. I'm I was a little. I'm not gonna say emotional. I don't think you should have the greatest champion go down with an L. Well, it's not even the L, it's the way that he went down, right? You could understand if the guy cheated. You could understand if he had his foot on the rope and got a sneaky 3 count. You could understand all of those things. But the fact that he destroyed him the way that he destroyed him, He almost looked like Brock Lesnar. Maybe that was the angle they was trying to get out of that. I just don't like the fact that they did it in that fashion, and they made him look like uh, like he couldn't handle the young gun that was Gunther. But Gunther did display his dominance, and he has been displaying that dominance for a little while now since he came back. So I just thought that he would have more fight, but like I said, the way he put him down, like them elbows to the jaw, after he kept getting out of those sleeper holes, I understand he had to do what he had to do. So I could understand. I just didn't want him to. I didn't expect him to lose, but I understand that's just the greatness of John Cena. John Cena doesn't mind. You know what I mean? He don't mind giving the advantage to the young kids or the people that just got there, whatever the case may be. That's why you saw Javon Evans. That's why you saw a Leon Slater. That's why you saw Overfemi. Oh, it was the Bailey match. I'm sorry, it was Bailey and Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka, Sol Ruka with a great victory, a roll up, a pin. Um, no, it was a back and forth match. You know, Sol Ruka with the agility, Bailey with the strength and mobility, but the quickness of Sol Ruka gave her that victory. Even Sol Ruka. So that was all that was John Cena's doing. He wanted to keep the kids coming up. He wanted them to be showcased, and that's exactly what it was. Most of them won, except for AJ. Well, Oba didn't win because it was a no contest, thanks to Drew, and the tag team kids didn't win. I guess they didn't want to. They didn't want to embarrass the champs with the young kids winning. And even though it was a non-title match. I just think that they didn't want them to win. They didn't want to embarrass the tag champs. So that's my expression and opinions of what happened at main event. Shout out to Realist. Realist was the first one to come on and say, you know what, he don't like the way John Cena went out at main event. Realist, what's going on with you? And I didn't, like I said, I didn't like it either. I just don't like the fact that y'all gave him a whole year of swan songs. He won the titles. He won 3 titles in 1 year, right? You can't dispute that. That's what made him look great. But then y'all ended up making them lose. You made him lose to Gunther, and then, like I said, I don't the way that he lost. I could accept the way that he lost. Like I said, those elbows looked very gruesome. After he got tired of putting him in the sleeper hold, John Cena kept getting up. He was being resilient. He didn't want to give up. Sometimes you just got to give up. I know people was talking about the smile, and the way he gave up. Yeah, they did, and that's what I'm saying. But that's what makes and that's what I was just saying. Really, that's what makes John Cena, right? We understand he's trying to pass the torch to the younger guys, right? I guess that people were saying that's what the smile was for. The smile, they didn't understand the smile. The smile was, I gave it my all. He put me to sleep with a smile. I guess I don't know, but good and that was graced by Gunther, right? Because Gunther got the victory. He rolled the hell up out the ring, like, yo, it's still your time. It's your time. Even though he acted like an asshole on Monday, like I put that nigga to sleep like he a bitch or whatever he said. Yeah, I paraphrase what happened or Raw, but he has every right to do that. He has every right to say he put John Cena to sleep like a bitch. Because he know John Cena ain't gonna come back and fight. He know that was it. He know that was his last match for now. I'm gonna say for now because we don't know. He might come through on WrestleMania 50, try to have a match or something like that. WrestleMania 45, want to come back and get involved in a match or something. We don't know, right? Like I said, I was just upset because he lost. Like he came in with the loss. Y'all made him leave with the loss, but y'all want him to be the greatest, but y'all got him taking L's from the beginning and the end. Is that a lesson? Was that a lesson they was trying to teach us? You know what I mean? Like, you could still lose and be great. I don't understand the message. There was no title up for grabs. I just felt like he could have powered away into a victory. Now he did hit Gunther with a bunch of AAs, FTF. He did everything he could, but Gunther was a warrior. He was insane. They wanted an emotional moment. But here's the thing, realist. The emotion was gonna come out regardless. It would have been a happy emotion, but and people still would have cried, right? Because even if he won, if Cena wins, if that's it, damn. I'd rather say, okay, he went out with a moment, right? If you know what I mean, you can't forget that because the way he lost was crazy, and then the way the people in the arena reacted. Everybody came out. Look, you fucked up. That's what they said. You fucked. They told Triple H, you fucked up. You ain't supposed to make this band lose. And I can agree with that because there's so many people that agree with that assessment. Like, yo, we rather see him leave. We can cheer him out the building. And then y'all did that little fake hold the belt stuff. Like he's like, yo, he seen it like I'm not trying to hold this belt. This is y'all belt. I ain't trying to hold this shit. They like, nah, go ahead, go ahead. Like I'm doing this for y'all, but I don't really want to do that. That's not me. I'm a champ. I should have left it. If that's the case, you should have left as the champ, not the world heavyweight champ. He could have, like I said, I would have just said, you know what, let me win and let me leave the belt here so you can have another tournament for the U.S. title or the Intercontinental title. We know you're not doing that with the World Championship belt, so we knew that, right? But y'all could have made a whole new tournament after that to get to the Royal Rumble, then the elimination chambers and all that. But now that they're getting ready to start the road to Royal Rumble, we'll probably see something different. Like tonight, we see they really trying to keep this Drew McIntyre Cody Rhodes matchup. They're trying to keep the Aleister Black and Damian Priest match going. I don't know how much longer they can hold it, but they trying to hold the MFTs and the Y6 together to make them a future match with no hold bars, possibly. But I don't know. That's what SmackDown doing. If you look at Raw is just all over the place. They have people coming out. We finally found out who the masked man is on Monday night. It's Austin Theory for those that didn't see it. So Austin Theory was running around doing all of this stuff. There was rumored it was supposed to be um what's the dude the guy from Street Profits, Montez Ford. They try to say it was him. Yeah, but that's what. And even when you, but we found. Hold on, let me get back to. I'll get back to Cena in a second. But we did find out. Now we're gonna find out: is he part of the vision? Is he? Is he? Is he? Is he part of the vision? If he is he doing this on his own, like independently? I don't know. Is he want to be down with them? I don't know. But he definitely helped. He definitely helped Logan Paul Monday doing that to Rey Mysterio. But going back to Cena, right? You know, I I'm pretty sure the kids of this generation, the kids that watched him all 20 years, because he had fans coming up. There's a bunch of his fans that's just turning 20, 22, 23. I know they wanted to see him win because it hit me. I'm like, I said, yo, damn, I watched this man wrestle for 23 years and he helped me get through some things. He literally kept the brand alive through certain things. He fighting the Nexus, he fighting Shields, he fighting Batista, he fighting JBL. He fought all these people. He fought Kurt Kurt Angle and Brock and those dudes. He kept them. He kept them relevant, even when it was like dull and dragging, like 2010, 2011, 2012. He kept them relevant for a while. Then CM Punk, CM Punk came through, then the Shield, then so on and so forth. But in between, the fight with The Rock, The matches with The Rock, him winning the belt back from The Rock, him losing to The Rock, next year coming back. All of that really matters, man. And you gotta salute somebody that was doing all that, then giving time to donate to the kids, Make a Wish Foundation and things like that, man. That's the reason why Cody Rhodes. Tell you what up, Nine. That's the reason why you got Cody Rhodes trying to duplicate what he was doing. So he definitely left a mark for a lot of people in this entertainment segment of the entertainment part of the sport of wrestling. He did take a lot of bumps, like the way he got beat up by Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean? He didn't leave with no serious injury. He had a couple injuries, but he ain't had no torn pecs and stuff like that. But you gotta give a man his due when he do that for 23 years, and splitting time and putting his personal life on hold, and even with the Total Divas thing, him and Nikki Bella, like he put it all out there for the WWE. So I felt like, y'all could have at least rewarded the man with a victory. You ain't had to make the man look crazy just by making the man tap out like that. You ain't had to tap the man out. Like I said, they could have done anything. They could have just gave him a disqualification. They could have gave him a roll up pin with Gunther's foot on the ropes, something to make it all right. Damn, he lost because what I mean. He could not weigh that, but the way he lost, like he couldn't even overcome nothing that Gunther was doing. Like Gunther choked him out. He fiended him out pretty much. You know what I mean? So I just thought that that was super crazy how it ended. And like I said, I know when the crowd seen it and when Triple H came out, they cursed that dude out like you did some bull, dog. You fucked up. I didn't say it. That's what they said. I'm repeating what they said. They said he fucked up. My 33 brother, what up though? Yeah, but that's the thing, right? He actually took that love hate thing like Kurt Angle used to take the love hate thing. I don't know if people remember, right? When Kurt Angle used to come out, they play his song and then they be like, "Yo, you suck," and then somebody else would cheer like they just sing the song, "You suck, you suck." But everybody rock with Kurt Angle because they understand Kurt Angle. He gave his all, and you could say that about John Cena as well. Um, I don't even want. I didn't even watch that. I didn't want to watch that fight. I ain't gonna lie to you because I just I don't know, man. I just get tired of the nonsense. You know what I mean? That I'm not gonna say that Jake Paul is not he don't know what he's doing. I just need to know if he knows what he's doing. If that makes any sense. Stop cut it out, words. He goes, don't stop that. He's a fool. Yeah, realist. Like when you grow up watching wrestling, right? You really, you don't understand like all of the stuff that really goes on, right? Everybody want to talk about it scripted. Okay, that's cool, but there's still bumps and bruises that happen in between that thing, man. You know what I mean? Like we saw people tore their ACL. We see people knee get jammed and get put out for a while. Bianca Belair can't fight because her knuckle ain't situated right. You see what I'm saying? She can't even use her hand because of that situation. So we have to understand, man, that even though there's bumps and bruises, um, these things is real. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Like you think that those injuries are fake, but a lot of those injuries be real, man. People don't understand. That's not there's no cushion under there. That's just straight boards and stuff like that. It's like, oh, you see them arch their back? Yeah, they hit the wrong part of that mat. Commander, what up, nine? Right? And when you hit the mat like that, the way you hit it, man, there's no the absorption comes from your back or your leg or the back of your head. There's people in there that be fighting with concussions, still trying to keep the match going. We saw a scene where Jey Uso was so concussed. LA Knight tell him, "Yo, just pin him." I heard him say, "Yo, just pin him. He ain't right. Just pin him." Counted to three and got him up out of there, right? Because you understand, you can't, You bumping your head like that, those concussions, man, they lead to serious mental damage, man. CTEs and things like that. Those things really, really occur when in real, like those really occur. It's just not a football thing. Anything that you hit your head upon, you can get a concussion. That could damage your brain. Like that's real. I don't care if you think it's orchestrated. I don't care if you think it's rigged. I don't care about none of that. When you hit your head, that thing is real, man. You know what I mean? You probably don't even know how many of these guys got CTE, especially those dudes back in the day. They was wrestling on real like a Cactus Jack. I know Cactus Jack got some type of mental health because he falling on thumbtacks. He probably was all in his head, poking his brain, all type of stuff, right? Being thrown off the top of a cage. They loved that sport that much that they was willing to sell their bodies. Sell, some people might say sell their souls, but they was selling themselves to make sure that match was entertaining for those people that was watching it on TV, those people was in the stand, and also to help them and that person that they was wrestling to get over. That is the ultimate investment. I know word is here because you don't like sacrifice, but that's the ultimate goal, right? You selling something so everybody could enjoy themselves. You get notarized for putting your all into the thing, and the way some of these guys be leaving wrestling, it's crazy because they don't know what it is. You see Ric Flair fighting like he's 75 years. Rick, you gotta go sit down, but that's all they know. All they know is making this thing look real, making this thing like, yo, I'm selling this. I'm selling this for these people. You know what I mean? This is real. They, like I said, people don't even know Ric Flair broke his neck 40 years ago in a plane crash or something like that, and he came back and tried to wrestle still. Like, yo, you bugging? How you fight with a broke neck? Stone Cold broke his neck and finished the match. With God bless the dead, what's his name? Owen Hart hit him with a power driver. He broke his neck. This is what I'm saying. These people really go through some real stuff in there, man. Y'all think that everything is staged. Nah, some you gotta execute. You gotta execute the practice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta execute that. If you don't execute it, somebody could get hurt. Not being a wrestler myself, I hated that saying wrestling. Yo, let me tell you something. When they used to go on the TV shows, like I recently just saw one with Roddy Piper, right? Roddy Piper was like, who was it? Bill Maher. Bill Maher, like, yo, wrestling is fake. He said, well, he pulled the skirt, like, let me show you what's fake, man. I got a broken hip right here. You think that's fake? No, we do this for real. Just because you know the ending, just because people think they know the ending of a match, because that doesn't make it fake. The action is real. The situation is real, and I totally agree with that. These people getting clothesline hitting their head on the thing. Matter of fact, we saw AJ Styles try to do the phenomenal forearm. He fell. I was like, oh my god, that man hurt himself. You know what I mean? He like yo, he could have hurt himself. He could have tore his whole knee. He could have tore his MCL. We don't know. But he made it through the match. I'm telling you, people be going through these things, making it through the match, and then they disappear. Like what happened? People tearing they tearing their rotator cuffs up, doing it just by landing wrong. Or something like that. People really getting kicked in the face. We saw Jey Uso get kicked so hard, his gold tooth came out. You see a Pope picking it up and getting 3 count. You know what I'm saying? So these things is real. We gotta, we get it. We understand that the match is already preordained. They know who's gonna win. We guessing who's gonna win. But the action can be dangerous to your health. It's dangerous to their health, not ours, because we ain't in there. Like how many of us could take one of those chair shots? And back in the day, we see like I seen Ken Shamrock get rocked in his face by who was it was The Rock. The Rock rocked his whole face off with his chair. Just slapped the hell out of him with a chair in his face. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was our Santa Claus thing, right? Yo, what you mean wrestling's fake? What you mean? You see the good guy, the bad guy, they roll it out together. I'll tell y'all this. This is how old I am. I remember when Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Iron Sheik was wrestling against each other every other week on like WWF Superstars or WWE Superstars now. Then I read in the newspaper, yo, they up in Glen Falls, New York, going to jail. What they in jail for? They all smoking crack. I'm like, yo, they wow. I'm like, yo, they must have said we gonna put this feud on timeout. I even try to fake it. Like they put the feud on timeout just so they could get high. I was tripping back there, but I was a little dude, so I'm like, damn, maybe they just wanted to get high and get ready for work. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, but it's just crazy. I get it. Like I said, people want to say it's fake. I get all of that, but man, these people is taking a lot of bumps and bruises for something to be fake. You know what I mean? They still gotta sell the show. Would you say like a lot of these people become actors? So what happens? So if you say Steven Seagal was to go in there and do all this stuff, is it fake for him? Is he fake for going in there? Like they actors, they act too. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, they had a fake Steven Seagal. Yeah, New Jack. That's what I'm saying. Like these people were selling it. They were selling the hell out of this, man. New Jack. You know what I mean? Yo, back Abdullah the Butcher over there giving people, he infected people with oh, I forgot what it was exactly, but he infected people with the dirty razors and stuff. Hepatitis. It was hepatitis B, C, one of those. Right? He infected people with this. Why? He cut himself to make sure that he busted open. They cut themselves. He busted wide open. Then they start hitting the wound like this to show that he busted wide open. Right? They was trying to sell a product. Sabu, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sabu running on the ladders, jumping in the crowd, doing all that. This is what I'm saying, man. That's why for me, as safe as we wanted to be, the luchadors, like I said, like the Javon Evans, uh, Leon Slater, Montez Ford, when they do all that high flying and stuff, man, you just watching like, yo, damn, what if he land wrong? He fuck his leg up, right? He tears MCL on the landing, right? If he missed the man, he might get concussed because they got a mat over a concrete floor. That's not enough cushion for a man flying through the air. You flying, you ain't walking. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I said when you watch this sport, man, this sport it's unique. Like even now, we sit like if you sit there and watch the match, you're like, yo, he ain't sell out right. Why? Because we know, like, yo, you supposed to make that look real. You know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to make that punch. You supposed to fall down like for real. You ain't supposed to just stand up and hold the rope. That man try to knock you out with that punch. Sell it. You know what I'm saying? So it like I said, when you've been watching wrestling for all this time, like I've been watching wrestling forever. Like I said, Bob Backlund, Hulk Hogan. Man, I've been there since before WrestleMania 1. We on 42. We on 43, right? 42, 43, whatever one it is. I'm on that one. You know what I mean? It's just different. Yeah, they going different. Going into 2000. Yeah, they don't know what it is. They 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 tear themselves up with a sniffle. Oh, I can't go out and perform. I got a cold. Man, them dudes was fighting the fevers, traveling the road 300 days a year. All this like that's what makes like even like I said tonight was pre-tape. In the next few weeks is gonna be pre-tape because they decided to allow these people to go home with their families and loved ones for Christmas and all of this. You know what I mean? So they having like live matches and then put it on Raw and SmackDown because they want these people to go home and enjoy their families. How many times you think Hulk Hogan got to spend Christmas with his family? Let Ric Flair tell you how many times he got to spend at home, and watch what he tell you. I ain't spend that much time at home. I need to be on the road. I need to make this happen. That's how committed they were to making this thing work, and they wasn't getting millions of dollars back then. Ric Flair tell you all the time, yo. I remember I fought in an arena with 200 people, and I think I made about. $700. Like, wow, you did all that, and he fought for an hour. So I mean, that's a good pay rate for most of us. If you can get $700 in an hour, I listen. Throw me against the rope, clothesline me, put me in the figure four leg lock. 700 for an hour, I can do that. But you don't know what type of toll that's taking on you. That figure four leg lock. It's tear. It put you pulling your ligaments out of position, all type of stuff. You just don't know. You don't really grasp or understand it, right? It it's totally different. That's why when they started making the money, yo, I need to be a part of that, right? WrestleMania one, they didn't make all that much money. Only Hulk Hogan made like a certain amount of money. They had to sell WrestleMania. If they didn't make WrestleMania one relevant, how the hell they would have got to 42, 43? You saying? It is a catch 22, Commander. Is that good or bad? It's a catch 22. People respecting their body more, or is it laziness? That's a great question, right? Now athlete, like I said, we got athletes now like LeBron James. He spent $2 million on his body, but that's why he's playing basketball till he's like 40. Tom Brady played football till he's 45, winning the Super Bowl in their 40s. Everybody can't do that, but when you take that time to work on yourself and you want to be the best, even at that age, you want to do what you need to do. The laziness come in when they start valuing the money. I got my bread, I'm straight. You know what I mean? But these guys are still selling. You know what I mean? Like I said, you watch if you really sit down and watch the wrestlers that's dead today. Look at the young dudes. They trying to get up to the WWE level. They are really trying to sell themselves. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Shout out to the Dudley boys. Shout out to the Hardy boys. Edge and Christian. Ed just came back from breaking his neck. They what's his name? Big E tried to come back from a neck break. They like, nah, you tripping. You need to go sit down somewhere. These people want to go back and still want to give their all to the fans. The fan, like, okay, we want you there, but we don't want you. I don't want you to kill yourself. But that's how much they love what they do. They made Ed retire because they thought his neck was he couldn't wrestle no more with a broken neck. But now they putting chairs around this man's neck like I'm gonna break your shit again. Like, yo, y'all tripping right now. But he's still wrestling. He's 50 something. He's still wrestling. R-Truth is 53, 54, still wrestling. Rey Mysterio still wrestling. And he been wrestling since he was like 18. That was like 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they love it. And that's with every sport. That's this now they're not even considering wrestling to be a sport. They call that entertainment. Now think about every old person that you see. I don't care who it is. You see, like right now. I think the oldest person in football is Joe Flacco. That man's 30 something years old. Still, no, it's Philip Rivers now. He's 44. Just came out of retirement. 44. He was gone for 5 years. Said I can't do it. I need to go out there and play football. At 44 years old, you retired at 39. Came back 5 years later because you love that sport that much. Man, you supposed to be on your little pension. You made all this money, like, and they got all the money in the world, but they don't know how to sit still. They just love the things that they do so much that they're willing to go back and go crazy and do this shit. I'm like, wow, more power to you. Yeah, you see Rey Mysterio still doing 619 and jumping up the top rope, not the corner, the rope. They jumping off ropes and doing hurricane riders and things like that. That's what I'm saying. That's the excitement for me. If you can make that work still, man, that's what's up. Old man Rey Mysterio still doing the same thing that he been doing for 30 something years, 35 years. I remember Rey Mysterio didn't even have a mask in the beginning. He was just a little young. He was a young Dom. That's how Dom looked like a few years ago. Dom looked like his father. That's why I said y'all tripping talking about is Eddie his daddy. Y'all, Vince McMahon was a trip, man. Vince McMahon tried to make $1.15 sales, sell anything. Yo, Eddie was your father. Yo, they just went with it though, man. That's what made the bread. It made them fight more. It made them sell the brand. They was tripped that like Vince, man. Vince know how to sell that thing, and now they trying to do it now. That's why you could see the difference in the story writing. You could really see the story is different. They don't have to sell as much as they used to back then. You know what I'm saying? I heard some niggas just decline that. Yo, somebody went on the top rope tonight. Who was that? Tyler Tonga. Like, what your big ass doing up there? You supposed to be fake 7 foot. You up there on the top rope trying to do a body splash and you hit your own people. That ain't what that's supposed to do. But that's what I'm saying. They trying to show they have the agility like everybody else to make themselves relevant. I'm still waiting for them to have an actual match with somebody that makes sense. He need to fight somebody like Obafemi or something. Yo, go try your luck with this little young gun right here. So like I said, it's just listen. It's been a lot of emotions this week. It's like I said, watching that man retire, well, watching the way John tapped out after 23 years, and if you've been watching for 23 years, you you like, damn. Some people that's like half of their lives. Some people that's 3 quarters of their lives. You know what I mean? Like, shit. Some of them been watching John Cena after they was born. Like they might be teenagers now. Like I remember John Cena, right? Like when Hulk Hogan left, I was like, oh my god, Hulk Hogan been fighting since I was 5. He damn near retired. What 10 years ago? Like damn, Hulk, you still trying to fight? Ric Flair still trying to fight. 2008. He got to get a super kick to his face to talk about you need to retire. He said, no, I'm retiring when I'm 72. Hey, Rick, what you doing? But they love that sport, man. When I tell you they love that sport, they love that sport, man. They love what they do. They don't know what to do with themselves if they're not doing what they're used to doing all of these years. That gotta be hurtful. Like, Cena ain't gotta worry about that. Cena got the little TV show, he's still getting movie shows. You see Roman Reigns and Cody, they in Street Fighter coming up soon. Like they understand, like, yo, some way, shape, or form, I gotta get away from this. I'm interested to see what AJ Styles gonna do because this is supposed to be the year he's retiring, 2026. I'm interested to see how he's gonna get away from this because they're gonna start cheering him and they're gonna start getting emotional. It has to be an emotional thing with 20,000 people is telling you, please don't go. I be teasing Word all the time, like Word. You gotta come on, man. We gotta find something for you to do. You talking about you don't want to do this no more. Nah, we need to do some shorts, something. Do some premieres in the daytime, something, man. He, like people be clamoring for it. Like when you know you doing right, man, people gonna ask you, man, yo, don't step away, man. I think you do an awesome job. I remember I said that to Realist, but Realist like, yo, I'm ready to step out. Like Realist, you really want to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like you whether you whether you know it or not, man, you be helping people get through some things, man, with the conversation. I don't care if you talk about battle rap. I don't care if you talking about they doing this, that, the third. It don't matter when they ask you to. You're influencing somebody or you're getting somebody through a situation. So it's a difference. That's why I heard people saying Gunther might retire. They did, yeah, yeah. That's it, realist. You know what I'm saying? Um, That's why they was like, I said it myself, like, damn, he gonna retire this dude too. So he gonna be like I said he gonna be like Randy Orton. Remember when Randy Orton, they call him a legend killer because he beat the Undertaker. He was supposed to fight the Undertaker. He took out Hulk Hogan at the particular time. Um, all these things. I said they try to make him like Randy Orton. So it's just a lot, man. Like I said, and when you've been following this thing as long as I've been following this. You're like, yo, you seen a lot. You see a lot of great ones come. You see a lot of great ones go. You see a lot of great ones pass. It's like, damn, that's crazy. Like, wow. And there's a lot of these people that's leaving, not on their own. Yeah, it's uh, uh, word. I'm gonna put the link there. Just go back to the Friday. The 2 Friday link. What's today? The 19th. Go back to the 5th. Go back to the 5th. I try, Commander. I appreciate your kind words. Um, but you know, it, I didn't even want to talk about this that long because I'm like, yo, I think people already got the message. I think people already felt how they felt. But sometimes, like even just talking about it, it gives you a passion and a desire to like, yo, just let's just keep going. I mean, you don't want to see greatness walk out, but you want, you know what I mean. And then you say to yourself, but you do want the greatness to walk out on their time. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to see a washed up Michael Jordan. That's what they're gonna say about, that's what they say about him on the Wizards. We didn't get to see Tom Brady look crazy at the end. He started to fall off. All right, let me get my ass up out of here. John Cena said the same thing. I need to get out of here while I still can. I can't look crazy like this. Even though they tried to make him look crazy after that match at Gunther. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, y'all can't make him look crazy like that. Mic check, mic check.
I'm here, bro. Can you hear me?
What up, though?
Chilling, chilling, man. Yeah, man, they did John bad, bro. That shit broke my heart, man. How you gonna have this man whole career be like never give up, and then his last match he give up? Like, come on, now, bro. Like they diabolical with that.
Yeah, and
When you
that's
watch
what
the fight, yeah, Lisa J. I watched that. What up, though, Lisa J? That
I didn't
shit was,
watch it. I didn't watch it. I
bro.
like
I
I,
think he took him out in the sixth round. I think AJ got him out of. I think it was like the fifth or sixth round. AJ got him out of there.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, if they go to the card with this one, man, I'm like, yo, y'all gotta stop with this shit, man. This is too much. This ain't old Mike
That
Tyson.
shit, that shit, like he did not look like. I mean, when he was fighting everybody else, it looked like okay, he got some skill. Nah, when he got in there with AJ, when AJ touched him the first time, all that foot, everything he learned went out the window, bro. He kept dropping to a knee, he kept clenching, he kept falling, bro. Like he was running, bro. I was like, God damn, bro. He grabbing on the ropes and shit. I'm like, yeah. He looked like somebody off the street trying to fight a boxer, bro. That's what he looked like.
Yeah, because everybody think they could do this thing. No, man, it's a lot of training that has to go into this thing, man. They just think you got to be strong. Okay, what about stamina? Is it stamina strength? Isn't the
Bro,
understanding if you could take a punch or not? Like that's strength. Like all of this is strength. You got to understand it. Lisa
th-
J,
this,
good evening.
this is what I try to tell people. Like I only fought in like when you talk about like professional fights. I fought in two professional boxing. Well, they were amateur, one professional. Two amateur boxing matches. I fought in the professional Thai kickboxing. And this is the thing, bro. It it's all about technique because when you tired, bro, all that shit go out the window. It becomes muscle memory. Once you get exhausted, bro, you look good at the beginning, but once you start getting tired, bro, if you don't have the proper technique, bro, you gonna get your ass killed down there. And that's how you know a real fighter compared to a fake fighter is when they get tired or when they get clipped. Like when you get hurt, like it's muscle memory. If you just doing this shit just to do it. You looking good on videos, hitting the bags and shit. That don't mean nothing, bro. You can look good all you want hitting the bag, but the bag don't hit back. And when you get hit, bro, that's when the muscle memory come in. And you can tell when he got clipped, I'm like, oh nah, he don't need to box no more. Like he done doing this shit. He can't fight no professional fighter, not no real fighter, bro. He can't
Right.
fight no real fighter.
And that's why everybody was upset.
And
That's why everybody's
I'm gonna tell you,
mad.
if he would have fought Tank, Tank would have embarrassed that dude. Tank would have beat the shit out of him. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Tank would have, because AJ, he was running from AJ. He would have tried to come at Tank, and man, Tank is all technique, bro. I'm telling you,
But why? But why? The fact that people think the lesson should be that you just because you see somebody act this thing out doesn't mean you can do this, man. And that's the. I hope that's the lesson that everybody takes from this. This is a real. You step into a ring with somebody who loves to do this stuff, man. This is not for show for some people. You know what I mean? Like if you gotta understand, like people they ate off of this sport. You sitting there making it seem like it's a joke. Like, all right, we could stage it, we could script it or whatever. Whatever people saying, nah, man, you get hit in your jaw, man. You might not wake the hell up. You might not wake up. You get
Yeah,
caught with one of those body shots, man. Your kidney could go out. You puncture lungs with body blows. Like this is real. Like y'all think Rocky was just sitting in the meat locker just breaking a rib up? No, that could really happen to you. That could really happen to you. But nah, just because they seen a movie, I could do this too. I could do that too. Nah, that's why you like watching because you don't want to be in that ring.
bro. That's why when I really got into boxing, that's why I left that shit, bro. Like like I'm straight, bro. Fuck that. I want to use my whole body. I ain't about to just get punched, bro. I'm about to kick. I'm about to elbow. I'm gonna slam your ass if I can. That's why I was going to MMA. Cause boxing, bro. I'm telling you, man. That's a whole like the different the skill level. You have to be more skilled to be a boxer than you got to be a martial artist. I'm just being honest. Martial art, it seems the opposite, but it's not, bro, because you only can use your hands, bro. And that
Mm,
shit, that's why like you see martial artists going into boxing and getting their ass knocked out. Now, if a boxer going to martial arts like MMA, you gonna see them get tapped out. They probably ain't gonna get knocked out, but they go get choked out. Once the game go to the ground, or they ain't gonna be able to take them
hmm.
kicks. So is one don't translate into the other one. It just don't, bro.
Right.
It don't.
You
It don't translate. I don't like. I'm not gonna say a boxer got the advantage. Like Clarissa Shields is a perfect example. You know, as long as that girl was standing up with her, Clarissa had a chance. But as soon as that girl took the game to the ground, bro, that's a whole different. Like, man, grappling is a whole different world. Like, and if you don't got them skills, bro, you gonna get your ass choked out, bro. You gonna get choked out, bro. You don't play. You don't play that fighting shit, bro. That's why I be like when people used to want to test me, I'm looking like, bro, you don't even understand because what I'm gonna do, like this, like for the average person, right? When you throw a shot at their stomach, first thing they do is drop their hand. If you watch a boxer, they either in a guard where one arm is blocking the abdomen, and the other one is the head, or they
hmm.
step back. They step back, they evade. You don't a true boxer, you would never see them try to parry a body shot
Right.
unless they like in a crab or something. If they in that the crab defense, you'll see them because it's one hand specifically suited to block the body, and the other hand is to block the face. So like just playing around with people or with people used to want to touch. First thing I used to do is feint to the body, just drop, go act like I'm going to the body, and then I touch their chin and say, and I'll be like, your ass would have been asleep, and you think you can fight me? Your ass would have been asleep right now.
Right.
Like,
Like you people crazy, man. I don't know how y'all really listen, man. More power to you. Like this watching people spar, you like, yo, you really took that punch. Did he hit you hard? Yeah, he hit you hard. He wasn't trying not shit. He did a great job. If he wasn't trying, he knocked your ass out, even in sparring. This is what I'm telling you, man. When you like, all you gotta do is sit there and just go watch a sparring match, right? You sit there, you see him. Look, go to the body. Look, he's open. You hear the body.
yeah,
You hear that? Like,
real. When
oh,
you talking about condition, bro, you know what part of conditioning was? Like taking medicine balls to the stomach, taking like even in MM, like when I trained in Muay Thai, part before we even get into the exercises, we do conditioning workout, and you taking 100 kicks to the shin, bro, to
no, see,
condition the shin to take a kick. This is what I'm telling. So that's what I'm telling. I be telling people like, if I kick you, I'll probably break your fucking leg, bro. Like on some real shit, I will probably break your leg because your body is not conditioned to take a kick from you. I'm kicking 200-300 times a day, bro. And you want me to kick? Oh, to see if I can take it. You ain't built for that shit. Like even abdomen punches, bro. Like getting
Huh.
hit in the bro, getting hit in like a person who ain't trained take a gut punch from a person that's trained, bro. They gonna knock the wind out of them.
That's what it
They'll
was.
like even part of look part of this is what I'm saying. Like when you train it, part of it is learning how to breathe through a hit. Like when you get hit, you breathe. You don't hold your breath. Most people, even when they swing and they hold their breath, that's the average person. If you ever watch somebody train and you'll hear them every time they punch, what they do, ha, ha, they're breathing. They're breathing through it because you know why? You know why that's so important? Because once you throw a punch, you open for attack. Now, if you breathe through that punch and you get hit, you ain't gonna get the wind knocked out of you. But if you hold your breath while you punching and you get hit, wind knocked out of you.
Take a knee.
And like people don't even know why they doing making all that noise. Yeah, why they doing all that? That's
That's
part of
breathing.
the system, bro.
Right.
It's really not for you. It's not for the hit. It's for what comes if you get hit.
Right. You leave yourself open. Oh!
Mm. Mm.
And people laughing.
Uh,
I used to laugh at Apollo because Apollo, when you watch Rocky 1 and 2, he's I'm like, yo,
mm,
he gotta go to the bathroom. No, he punching to make
mm,
sure he alright. Because when Rocky hit him with that body, he like yeah, and I'm like,
man,
wow, that's a hell of a body blow, man.
like my cousin had two matches. Uh, I trained a lot. Like he specifically trained in MMA. Now I didn't train in like different martial arts, but
Mm,
he had like two. They wasn't like UFC, but it was a professional league. He had two fights. One he won, one he lost. Right.
mm,
So I'm looking at him now. At this time, I think I was 32, 32. He 34. He 2 years older. 34,
mm.
35 at this time. But this motherfucker is built like an action figure. Like he's built like an action figure. He like 185. He looked like he about 215.
Wow.
So I'm like, man, I want to spar with you. I'm like, no grappling, right? He like, all right, all right. Man, I gave him a body shot. He laughed at me, and I'm looking like, motherfucker, hold on, bro. I'm like, and I'm bigger than him. I'm like 220 at this time, right? So I'm like, he was like, oh, hit me again. He left it open, so I hit him again, and he laughing, and I'm looking like, you motherfucker. Like, it's levels to it, bro. Like, I'm training to train to keep in shape. I'm not really going hard like he is. He telling me he run 5 miles a day, 1,000 sit-ups a day,
Wow.
15 hits, like 15, 16, 15 hit rounds with a medicine ball to the abdomen. He said that's why the shit, he's like, it don't hurt, bro. And I'm looking like, God damn, bro.
Cracking nothing.
Like, I'm telling you, people built different, bro. I ain't never tried his ass after that. Because I'm looking
I,
like I probably
I
can't
bet.
grapple with him, but in my head, I'm like, I can strike with him. I'm like, hell no, bro. I had to go like 8 rounds just to wear his ass down where I can have it be effective. Like, nah, bro. People built different.
Yeah, but the question, see, and that's the thing. This is what people don't understand. Just because you got to go to 8 rounds, can you take his action for them 8 rounds? You see what I'm saying? People don't understand the concept. Just because people going through rounds, that's why a lot of people grab. That's why they grab a lot in boxing because he's like,
Hmm.
just let me hold on for 30 seconds. How much more
That
hit
shit, that shit
it?
dangerous too, man. If you don't know how to, I'm telling you, bro. I done seen people get put to sleep grabbing, bro.
mm.
Like you push off a little bit, get that little space, come with one of them tight uppercuts, bro. I done
Nice
seen
little
people
quick
get if you
uppercut.
like even clinching, bro. Clinching is a skill, is an art.
Yeah, because a lot of people
You
clinching, they getting their ribs dug out.
man, Roy used to kill people in the clinch, bro.
Right.
Roy, Hagler. Oh my God. What's my man name? The Hawk. What was
Thomas
his name?
Hearn,
Huh?
Hitman Hearns,
No, the Hawk. Julius. Was Julius? Damn, what was his last name? Julius Hawk. Was it Julius Jackson or Johnson?
Jackson
They
sounds
say he hit
familiar.
harder than Tyson, bro. That was the hardest hitter. That's the hardest puncher. Look him up. Julius Hawk. I can't remember his last name. Is I can't remember his last name. But bro, like he was breaking jaws, bro, with gloves on.
Shit, that's how they used to talk about Foreman. Foreman was killing people with just the glove. Like, take the gloves
They
off,
said
but
he hit. They talk about far as pounds of pressure, he was hitting harder than Foreman, bro.
wow.
I can't believe you don't know who Hawk is.
I'm not familiar with. I can't.
Damn,
I don't think I
Julius.
see the fight. I ain't seen a match. Let me look him up real quick.
When you get a chance, go watch some of his highlights, bro. You gonna be like, God damn, like that's murder, bro.
But
Like,
that's
hold on, bro. You can't hit nobody that hard, bro. I
shit.
remember, I remember I caught a guy clean right on his AC joint, AJ his AJ joint on his jaw, and I seen like when I hit him, his bottom half of his mouth was hanging, bro. That shit was hanging. I was like, I felt that's the
Ju-
first time I ever felt bad for hitting somebody.
Julian Jackson. Yeah, he was around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jackson.
he was one of them. He was one of them. He was like an '80s fighter, I think. '80s, like
Mm-hmm.
late mid.
70, 80. Yeah.
Yeah, mid '80s. He was around the powerful, the Hagler Hearns and Leonard and Duran. He was
Bro,
in that.
people was avoiding the shit out of him, bro. People was avoiding the shit out of him.
Man, I tell y'all, I don't care what y'all talk about, man. You got to prepare for anything. Like, I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care. You got to prepare for it. You step into any sport, you got to be prepared for it. You got to understand the ins and out. What's going to keep you healthy? What's going to keep you alive? Especially in these sports,
But
boxing, MMA. You got to know what's going to keep your ass alive, keep your ass up. You don't know, boy. You going down, and you might not wake up for a day.
mhm.
You what day is
Yeah,
it?
hey, real is that like, bro? I remember this one dude was talking so much shit at work, right? This is when I first got in the hospital. He was talking all this shit, right? And I'm looking like, all right, bro. And one day we had went out to a seafood restaurant, like some of the people at work, and it's like in the upscale white neighborhood, so it's mainly white people around. He got drunk, started talking shit to me. He was like, "Come outside." And I'm like, "All right, bro. All right, let's do this, man." I think I had a beer too. I wasn't even drunk. And this dude probably about 5'8", bro. This is a white dude. He just thought he was the man in karate and shit. He had a double black belt. He said, "Oh, I never seen him. I ain't see his black belt, but he talking all this." So I'm like, "All right, I go outside, bro." And he took a swing at me. I backed up, and I'm like, "All right." So I feinted a jab. This motherfucker put his head down, and I said, "Bro, you don't want to fight me." Like you don't want to do that. I'm gonna elbow you right on top of your head. You do that again, watch. I'm gonna punch you on the back of your head, bro. Next time you do that, like when like most people, they have like your body. Like when you fight, you do things repetition, so you build muscle reflex, right? When you do things for so long. Now you talking about somebody like Tank, somebody who been doing this shit since they was 5, 6 years old, and now they in
Hmm.
their 20s and 30s. Their body just move naturally. You know what I'm saying? But say if you got into it and you've been doing it even for like 2 or 3 years, bro, you're not gonna move like Tank. You just not. You don't have that muscle reflex because you haven't been in the conditions that he been in. This man been fighting amateurs, actual fights. It's one thing being in the gym, bro. I'm telling you, like everybody, and this is what I'm saying, bro. Like even when you fight, everybody got hurt, right? Oh, I'm fighting. Most people be pumped up off emotions. They be mad and shit, right? But a trained fighter, bro, this is just what we do. It's like breathing. That shit is literally like breathing. That's a trained fighter. But somebody who actually seen action, that's a whole different level. That's a whole different level. That's like a soldier, right, who been to war, been in firefights and shit, actually been in a war in a battle, right?
Hmm.
Versus somebody in the hood, right? They mentality is different.
Yeah.
And you don't get that the adrenaline rush is different. Like when I'm fighting, like people be like, I'm scared, I get butterfly. I don't get that. I get excited. I get excited. I mean, if I know I'm about to fight like a couple people, like, I'm just being honest, right? And I'm just, but I ain't even gonna say that. But I get really excited. I say it like that when I'm about to fight. Like when I know I'm about to fight or some shit about to happen, I get really excited. That's why I enjoy working in the OR because I worked in a level 1 trauma center, so it's always action. So people coming up shot up. That's how I supplemented my adrenaline rushes because I
Mm.
was addicted to adrenaline, bro. Like I'm addicted to action. Things happen.
Yeah, that, I
So
guess it's
instead of
that
doing
rush.
wild shit in the street, man, I use that, in a positive way, helping people.
Yeah, let me stitch him. That's stitch, yo. You gotta stitch him up. Stitch him up.
Mhm.
Yeah, he got stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I just like action. I like shit, bad shit going on, like life or death type shit. Like you either gonna be great or you gonna fail. You only got two options, so why not be great? Like save a life, bro. That's why like that. That shit is so. It's like when you say like I did, and I literally counted. I did CPR on people 37 times. Right
Wow.
out of 37, I saved five. I mean 35. So I lost two people doing CPR. That's just CPR. I done massaged three hearts. That's another form of CPR. While you're doing because if something wrong with the heart, usually if like an aorta or something is
It's like a
formed,
blockage.
you gotta pump it. You
Yeah.
gotta manually pump it. It's not, and if you don't, you still gotta instead of doing chest compression. That's what the chest compressions is actually to pump the heart. That's what the
Mm.
chest compressions do is to pump the heart. But if something a blockage, if they got stabbed, shot, might be a bullet, something fragmented, lodged by it, and it's not. You got to do what they call a seashell. They cut a portion of your ribs open so they can put their hand on your heart and pump it manually. Right.
Mm.
I did that three times. Like, and all three times people made it off the table. Usually when you got to do that, bro, people laugh. And you give them extra. You extend time. That's all you really doing.
Listen, you
If it's
gotta.
that fucked up and that bad, you just extending time at that
Yeah.
point.
Well, you rather give them that time than having them check out. You know what I mean?
I
So
mean, you give time for the family to see them, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, say their goodbyes. And, I mean, the person literally gone at that point. I mean, and if they do come back, they ain't got, you ain't got no, your shit gonna be fucked up.
That's a different type. You see, that's a different type of rush right there. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'm
Yeah,
giving these people this time. I'm actually extending life, or I'm saving a life through CPR routine. Like it's a rush. The rush is saving life, right? But it's a big difference because especially like if you've been out there in military, you might have seen a couple lives lost. Off the bullet, off the you know what I mean, the straight shot, boom.
yeah,
You don't even got time to massage it because it's already over. That shot hit dead on, boom. It's and you know it because you like, damn, you just heard the life just leave them, right? Like people don't understand when you be around that type, you hear different things. You hear things differently than anybody ever could.
yeah.
You
Shit,
know what I
you
mean?
feel it. It go from the five most common express ways to interact with the world to that six, bro. You start feeling shit.
Like, God damn it! like I could have,
Like, bro, you be
I
feeling
can't even,
shit. Like,
I couldn't do nothing about it. You watch it, like, damn it, fuck. And then people want you
fuck,
to be normal after seeing that, and then you make that a normalcy because you seen it so much. Like, yo, I know what that was. Yo, that's crazy. He gone. Like people
bro,
don't
I done seen
understand.
some crazy shit, bro, working in the hospital. Some shit you see on that Faces of Death. I done seen people come in with like swords and machetes in them, bro. Like fucked up, bro. Like god damn. I remember this one dude. He came in looking like a fucking porcupine. He bust a bottle over his girl head. She threw him through the window, and
Oh
they
my!
both ended up coming in. They
One
both
with a
came in.
one with a stab wound, one with
She had
shattered
glass. She had
glass.
like when he bust the 40 over her head, but a piece of the glass was lodged in her skull. And she came in talking. You see blood leaking. Like she was like, "It's this piece of glass in my head. I can't get out." And I'm looking like she was bigger than me though, bro. She was a big girl and like tall and big. She was taller
Mm.
than me. She was probably about 6'3", like 6'2", 6'3", and she was big. This dude was probably about 5'10". He was shorter than me, and I'm looking like he hit her with a bottle, piece of glass lodged in her head. She
But
took him. She was like, "Yeah, I threw his ass through the window." He
Yeah,
hit me
that was
with a
his
bottle.
only shot. Then that's what that means. I'm just saying that
That
was.
motherfucker, I'm like, how did he roll in the glass? This motherfucker had like 8 pieces of glass in him and shit, bro. I'm looking like, God damn, he got magnets for glass? Like you throw them through a window. Usually, I don't. How did you throw them through the window?
The
He was
glass
like, they
landed
they
first.
was like, oh, she picked him up because her cousin or sister, another girl was with her. She was like, and when I was like, how did you throw him through the window? I'm thinking like she grabbed him by his shirt and his pants and like kind of boosted him through it. They said no, she picked him up and over her head and threw him.
Wow.
Like that's how mad she was. I was looking like, God damn, bro. Why I don't, man, look, I ain't dating a woman to whoop my ass. Fuck that. Mm-mm. This why? Because women be tripping.
But
And
that's what I'm saying.
that's
That
why
was
they
his
don't
only
whoop
shot.
your
Bust her
ass because
head.
they
Yeah.
they can't whoop your ass. But some women, even if
They
they can't whoop your ass, they
they
still
will
try to whoop
try.
your ass.
They
So
they they.
imagine one who can whoop your ass. Like, bro, hell no, hell no.
Commander said, "Do they both go to jail from the hospital if they press the charges?" I guess. I don't know.
Honestly, I do not know because
I
I
don't
was
know.
I just happened to be down in the ER at that time. I was checking on another potential patient coming up, and the girl walked in the recess module, and they was taking the glass out of there, and she was telling the story. And then I'm laughing, walking out, and go to the front, and then the dude, they was like, "Oh, the guy came in looking like a porcupine." And I walked past the room, they taking the glass out of him, and I'm like, when they came out, I was like, "How many pieces of glass?" They was like, "Man, it was like 8 pieces of glass in them." I'm like, "How the fuck did she throw them through the thing?" Right? And then I go back and recess, and I asked her like, "How did you throw him through the window? Like, did he roll in the glass?" She said she picked him up and threw him over her head. I'm looking like, holy shit. Mm-mm.
So that means she at least
Like,
three and
what you
change.
doing with life, bro? Like, what are you doing with life? Like, and then you bust her over the head with a bottle and she throw you, bro. Hell no, you shouldn't be fucking with no girl like that, bro. Hell no.
But see, that's the trauma, right? Because then I love her though. Like, wait, you love that? Who loves get thrown out a window? Who loves when you can't defend yourself against someone of that stature? That's wow. They
I
say hurt
remember it
people
was,
be around hurt people. Damn.
bro. I worked with this lady. She had to be about 6'4", 6'5", 6'4", 6'5". Big girl, bro. Big white girl.
Mm.
And one day she slapped me like you know how you pat somebody on the back. Man, she slapped me 2 times. I moved forward. I turned around and said, "If you ever touch me again, I'm gonna fight you like you Superman." And she looked at me. I was like, "Man, I'm gonna fight for my life. I swear to God, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna be jumping off of these desks, trying to kick your ass. I'm gonna be doing flying knees. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take your big ass down. You don't hit me like that. I'm a grown man, bro. You pushing me across the goddamn floor. What the fuck wrong with you, bro? Making me look like that. I'm like 225 at this time. This motherfucker 330. I'm 6'4", 330. Pat, like you big giant mother, bro. I'm gonna chop a tree down. You better stop playing with me. I
What
was
if you
mad as hell, bro.
was
Can you imagine a girl pat you on your back and you move forward? Like, hold the fuck up, bro. What just happened? I felt violated, bro.
did she
Like
say
you
what
just,
up though?
bro. I felt violated. Like, bro, you don't do that to no grown man, bro. That's like picking me up, man. Come on now.
She,
You just don't do shit like that, bro.
that's why.
I
See,
was mad
now
as
it makes sense. Now it makes sense.
I,
Now I know why you want to throw midgets. I understand now. I'm listening to this. Now I'm picking up. It
I
makes
ain't
sense.
never even had no. I ain't even had no grown man, dude. I remember it was this well, he was about 6'5", and he was an older gentleman, and I don't know, bro. He was kind of always jealous of me, but when he kept fucking with me one day, and I was having a bad day, and part of my job is we got to restock the medication carts, right? And on those medication carts, it got them needles, you know, where they draw blood and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he kept fucking with me. He was like, "Do something then." And I said, "Bro, if you touch me one more time, I'm gonna change your life. I promise you." And he was like, "You ain't gonna do nothing." I said, "I promise you, bro. You gonna look at me different." I said, "Everybody in this room go look at me different if you touch me one more time." Man, this motherfucker pushed me, bro, and went to the front of the cart and turned his back like, "You ain't gonna do nothing." Bro, I took that 19 gauge needle. I stabbed him probably about 20 times in the back, bro. Motherfuckers in the room screaming like, "Oh my God, he's stabbing him." I'm like, "You motherfucker." I'm standing over him, stabbing him with this little ass needle. He like, he like in his 50s, bro. He like 53, 54. I was like, "I told your ass." And he was like, "You crazy," crawling out the room and shit. I sat back down, started stalking the cart. Everybody in the room looking all crazy and shit. I'm like, I just kept doing my job, act like ain't shit happened. They like, "What happened?" I said, "I told him to leave me alone. He assaulted me." And I said, "He too damn big to be putting his hands on people." So I poked him up. I said, "Look, it's a cause and effect thing." I said, "If he never would have bothered me, that never would have happened to him because I was just
Yeah.
doing my job. He was in my area.
Right, Commander.
Like, like he ain't even supposed to be here, bro."
Commander said you was a
And I,
Chinese acupuncture. He's an acupuncturist.
yeah,
You poke it.
bro,
Let
they
me
still
find the
teasing him
spot.
about that shit. They still tease his ass about that shit. I be saying that shit on Facebook. Like if I comment or something, if somebody from the job see my my name by his name like under his one of his comments, they be like, "Oh, he poking you again." Like, bro, shut up,
So you was a Pokemon.
man.
Yo, you fought
I
John
tried to
Coffey.
jack the rip, bro. I stabbed him, and I had perfect technique, bro. I'm telling you, my elbow slightly bent, and I was jabbing the shit out of him.
uh,
Like first time, I poked him like 3 times before he got it, because he stood there and turned his back and crossed his arms like you ain't go. Before he finished the sentence, bro, I hit him about 3 times, like boop boop boop. Soon as he hit the ground, I stood over him, bro, and just got to poking him, bro. They was like they was screaming and shit. It looked like a jailhouse scene, bro. My
you
one
was in
homeboy
Oz.
was like, he was like, bro. He was like, it was like one of them jail movies, bro. He was like, bro, you hit him 3 times and you stood over him. He was like, I didn't know what you was gonna do. I thought you was gonna hit him in the neck and everything, bro. I was like, oh man, I want to go kill him. But I shanked the shit out of him with a 19 gauge needle.
I don't know what to tell you, Lisa. I told you this guy dangerous. This guy's dangerous, Lisa. That's why we don't bother him. We leave him there. Please leave him alone. He over
Man,
this
I be in
that
my own
19
little world. I
times.
don't bother nobody, bro. I don't, bro. I never. I remember I choked this one dude out at work. I choked him out because he kept playing games and shit. And when I choked him out, when he woke up, he was like, "Look, I ain't gonna bother you no more."
Com- Commander, you know, he said after he did all that, right? He said, "You got me fucked up."
Yeah. As I was stabbing him, I was saying that I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I told you, Commander. I tell you, this guy.
I was like,
Listen,
"Oh, I ain't gonna do nothing. You got me fucked up," and I was shanking his ass, bro. He was like, "You ain't go." I'm like, "Boop, boop, boop." As soon as they hit the ground, I stood. I was like, "Oh, I ain't gonna do nothing.
you
You
got
got
me
me
fucked
fucked," and
up,
I just got to poking him,
motherfucker.
bro. Like, I ain't gonna do nothing. You got me.
He's just standing there. Just
My boy was like, "You should have played Nino Brown." I'm looking like, "Shut up."
I'm trying to tell you, man, this is bigger than me. It's bigger than Nino Brown. He was bigger than Word. Word said, I'm a jigger man. I'm a damn Word. You was why you fucking dangerous, man. Stop scaring
Bro,
the God.
that's the
You scaring
environment I
Lisa.
grew. Bro, look. This is the traumatic shock I had growing up. Right, looking back at it, I can understand and like I know I did what I did, but like think about this, bro. I go from this little small town, bro. This was my life. I went from this little small town where like my family was everywhere, so it was like community. Everybody knew my grandmother. She was like the midwife of the town, so everybody grandma damn near. Right, she got like my grandma had like 40 godchildren. I'm not lying to you, bro. She was everybody godmama because
Damn.
she was like a midwife for the town, so she birthed a lot of the people.
That makes
So
sense.
she everybody godmom, but she had like 40 god kids. I thought she was playing, and then my mom was like, "No, she really did. Like everybody wanted her to be their godmom,
Damn.
even through generations."
That's a lot of love right there. That's a lot. Whatever you want to call it, love, respect. That's that. Whatever
Yeah,
that is, she got it.
her
Or she.
funeral, it was people outside the church, bro. The whole town, that damn near the whole town came like that. The whole town stopped. Everything stopped, and she wasn't there for probably about 10 years. Like we moved her up here to Detroit. She was rocking out with us up here, so she ain't been down there. Like she ain't lived down there about 10 years. But that's how much respect and love my grandma. It's a small town, bro. Small town.
No,
That's
I
why,
get
like
it.
in that town, if I say like if people don't know me, they know my mama. If they don't know my mama, they know my grandma.
Damn.
So when I go there, people be like, "Who is you?" They be like, "Oh, that's Josephine's grandson." And when they say that, they know exactly who the one it is because I was the last one that she raised. Like she damn near raised a lot of my cousins. Like like her
Damn.
kids was dropping their kids off to her, like raising them.
Come on, you
And
going over
shit,
there?
yeah, that's how it was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like the grandma raised the kids, especially like in the 70s, 80s, because that's when like the drugs really hit.
Yeah, you're
So,
ready
you
raising
know,
kids. They had to
and grandma
make a
from the
choice.
South, she was born in the Jim Crow days, so she been through some shit. So she was
Mm-hmm.
built for she was built a certain way, and that's how she built me, bro. That's why I'm so fucking rugged and tough, and like I can't wait to get old, bro. I think I'm talking shit now, and I'm gonna keep something with me. Every time one of them little young motherfuckers run up, I'm gonna either tase or pop their ass. Watch. I'm gonna have a taser and I'm telling them, I'm gonna fuck their little ass. I'm gonna wait for one of them little motherfuckers to run up
You
on me.
ain't even stop lying because you ain't even waiting. I know how you walk around when you ain't feeling right. You got a
Bro,
cane.
I want to show you. Hold on, I can show you my hoodie, bro. My wife, I was like, bro, you setting me up for failure, bro. She was like, well, that's your attitude. Hmm. Hold on, let
Right,
me get
Commander.
it
That's
right.
what I'm trying to tell him. He over there talking about he can't wait. He got the damn cane like nobody don't know.
Hey man, you worse than my cousin the cop snitching on me, bro. Come
I'm just
on,
saying. You talking
man.
about you can't wait. You right. I know you can't wait. You ain't wait yet. Shit. Ain't no half stepping dude talking about I can't wait. Oh man, this better be straight tripping. But
I'm
that's
trying to
why
see where I can show y'all this hoodie she got for me.
I'm I'm telling y'all, he
Mexican.
say them words, you got me fucked up. I listen. Please don't say nothing else after that. When he say that, he upset. Don't say nothing. You might trigger him. Fall back. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't conversate. Don't debate him. He say that, leave him alone. Walk away. Go the other way. Just turn around and run.
My wife
Damn.
bought me this. Like, bro, you set me up.
Yeah, she know you. She listen. You could be registered as a lethal weapon. That's what people don't understand. Like some of these guys that do all this boxing and kicking and martial arts, they gotta
Bro, I
register
would,
their stuff.
bro, I would, man.
Do a
Bro, you just
roundhouse and take them all.
look,
I'm just
bro.
telling you.
So my wife told me, she's like, I bought the shoe rack. I'm like, cool. She was like, I want you to put it together. I'm like, all right, this is the fucking shoe rack.
Why
This
does
is
it
the
look
shoe
like a
rack,
dresser?
bro.
That look like a dresser. Oh, you got busy though. Okay, I'm just saying it look like a dresser. I
This
thought it comes out and shit.
that's how bougie the wife is, though.
You
She like
so
a shoe rack. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a little rack. Man, this shit took
yeah,
like
that shit,
3 hours to put together.
yeah, that shit like a dresser. I'm like, wait. What the hell? But I mean, hey, I'm listen. I know you've been busy putting stuff together. I'm thinking you really put up a rack. You said you had to put up. What else you had to do? The floor. I'm like, damn, you working hard at the crib.
Man, my shit, I got. I'm in the midst of cleaning the living room up now. I got yeah, we hosting Christmas, so my kid's birthday, they got shit everywhere. We ain't even put nothing under the tree yet. But we do shit different though. We celebrate. They get a gift from now. They from the 18th to the 25th. I follow the 7 day solstice.
Mm.
So, um, yeah, so we do it like that. We do a little different. We don't do like the traditional Christmas shit.
Man, God bless your heart. I'm trying to get ready for the 42 days of Mahat, or 42 laws of Mahat.
Yeah, bro, that's gonna be dope. We gonna do that. Yeah, we gonna do that. Shout out to Commander, man. Yeah, and if y'all want to come up on those shows, let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you cook, man. I'm just shit. I'm gonna let you cook because I'm trying to understand. I'm gonna do that. Listen, I'm gonna do that and then follow the limp. I'm gonna follow the limp right after that because I know it's going to hit differently because they already know they connect in a different way. You know what I mean? I try to tell people once you take religion out of thing and put spirituality in it, it's all going to connect one way or another. So I'm interested to see how that works. So
Yeah,
I'm
everything is
excited.
divinely connected, bro. Everything is connected. You might be trying to put two pieces together, but you're missing the middle piece that connect them sometimes. That's what happens with information a lot of times. But everything is divinely connected, bro.
I'm ready. I'm like, now that I know that's logical birthday, I'm gonna celebrate her, and I'm gonna go straight to that. All right, bet. Happy birthday. Let's go. Man, I don't know, man. I don't think people understand the year. This is the year of completion, and now we get ready headed to the year of the one, the individual, the self. Like y'all, we'll touch that at another day. But it's interesting to see what's going on around you, man. Like I don't even. Did you see the? Did you? I don't even know. Did you watch Thursday Night Football?
Nah, well,
Oh my God, I ain't never seen a game like
the
they
the
on rigged my
Seahawks
whole.
won.
Yeah, man, on some real bullshit. They cheated, man. Yeah, they cheated, right? They threw the ball. They threw the ball. The dude blocked the ball. The referee said it's incomplete. So nobody moved, right? They like, all right, it's incomplete. He blew the whistle. The Seahawk touched the ball in the end zone. It was a 2 point conversion. And they said, well, no, it wasn't an incomplete pass. It was a backward pass. And they got the 2 points because the dude touched the ball in the end zone. I said, how the fuck you do that if y'all said it's incomplete? If you say it's incomplete, I'm not chasing the ball. And that's how they go to overtime. I said, y'all just cheated these dudes out. Man, I said, oh, man. So now the Seahawks is the number one seed in the conference just by beating the Rams that night. And Puka Nakua had like 200 yards. I'm like, God, this is bullshit. It's a lot of activity going on these next few weeks. You got the Bucks playing the Panthers. It's another game that can happen. It's going to be about first place. I'm like, there's a lot going on this week. I'm like, wow, this.
Damn, I just realized I didn't pick that game.
I know. I
I
knew
just
you.
realized
I
that.
knew you was getting busy. You take care of you taking care get ready for this the birthday party. When is it? Tuesday or y'all having it this weekend?
We had it Saturday.
Mm. For both of them?
Yeah, we had the 13th. We had it on the 13th. That's my
Oh, okay.
birthday. Yeah, we did the party on the 13th, but now we're about to host Christmas, so now I gotta get this together. Now, yesterday, I don't know what. I think I had. No, I came on yesterday, didn't I? I think
Yeah,
I went on
you was on last
yesterday.
night. I was up there. It was me, you, and Tay.
Bro, I don't be knowing what the fuck be going on sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Commander, see what happened when you ain't around, Commander. He don't know what to do with himself.
Bro, I don't know
You
what,
ain't
bro.
there to
I be
keep.
in
You
my
ain't did it.
bed. Well, I got a straw in my brain, bro. Just be happy I can recite what I can, bro. Be happy on that. I got a goddamn straw in my brain, bro.
Listen, man. I try to tell people, man. You don't know how much of a blessing you actually been to some people, man. I be telling people all the time, man. Y'all not want to have these conversations. I ain't scared to have the conversation with him. I'm trying my hardest to make sure he stay around. Y'all want to talk to him. Shit, I'll talk to him every day just so he know. It was yesterday, Commander. Don't do that because I was up. Gary wasn't asleep, so it had to been yesterday. 'Cause that's the only day I remember.
Gary went to
That's,
sleep. No, Tay
that's
went to sleep. I remember
Taylor.
now. Tay went to sleep and woke up at the end like, all right, y'all, bye. Like she was there the whole time. Say ass, what, does she sleep right now? She gonna do that in a minute. What?
She did. She like, no, yeah, oh man, like I said, man, I don't know, man. People, I don't know, man. I'm sitting there looking at people, man. Every time I get interested in wanting to work with people, I don't know, man. It's like I can't even call it. This is weird. I definitely understand why you feel the way you feel because I seen it today and I was like, come on, man. We were just talking about working together. Not well, we were trying to get you up here to have a conversation. Now you over there beefing. Like, ah shit, damn it. But that's what happens, man. You be around this thing too long, man. You be around this thing long enough, somebody gonna get on your nerve. Somebody gonna trigger you to do something that you don't like
Man,
to
that
do.
dude,
It be happening.
man, man, look, bro, I ain't about to say nothing, but I'm gonna say this, bro. I done seen some people on YouTube, and bro, it ain't no. You just learn like who. Like I always say, I don't blame people for who they are. I just realize if I can fuck with, 'em, right? And that's like the end all be all, right? If I can fuck with you, then I'm fuck with you. If I can't, then I ain't. But I don't blame people for where they at in life or what they doing. But some people just fucked up, bro, and they broken, and you can't. Um, and that's what they go project, bro. I mean, you only can produce what's inside of you, bro. And if you broken, that's what you gonna be projecting to other people, bro. That's gonna be your interactions with other people, because
Mm.
that's what's in you. And that's talking from experience, because at one point I was broken.
And I ain't trying to be broke. I try to stay around people. I listen. I'm gonna have that conversation another day, maybe Sunday. Man, it's just crazy, man. Like people get mad, but you have to take responsibility of where you catching yourself at. If you ain't there, how would you know? If you ain't there, how would you know what's going on? You know what I mean? If I ain't over there, I wouldn't know. If I see somebody posted, that's something different. But if I ain't there to see it myself, I wouldn't know what the hell going on. Like the lady that God bless the dead. They said she was a content creator and people bullied her. Right? Y'all gotta
Hmm.
man. It's a lot going on, and y'all so then people get mad if okay y'all all just watch it. They ain't try to help her or they didn't try to check on her or whatever the case may be. A lot of people that was in that chat probably just watched like okay maybe it's a joke or something. You don't know. But
That,
but that's why I say, where's the intuition? If it ain't about you, your intuition, your spidey senses don't tingle. Like, what's going on? Y'all that
bro,
out of tune with yourselves?
that's what you get on here, bro.
I
Like
get it.
people come on, like everybody ain't even built to come on social media, bro. You gotta have a high level of fuck it, bro, to really be on here.
Mm.
Because I even see people like Tommy Stoudemire, right? He come on here, he'd be saying some shit, then he'd look in the chat and they'd be complaining about the criticism he see in the chat. Like, bro, you criticize people all day. You talk about people all day. And that'd be so funny to me. Like, people who criticize other people when they get criticized, they start whining and crying, like, but that's what you put out. That's why, like, karma is real, bro.
I believe it. I
And
know it.
it's a science behind that shit too, bro. It's like whatever you put out, that shit come back, bro. That's what karma is, bro. It ain't good or bad. It's the intent. That's what make things good or bad is the person's intent, not the action. But usually the action is an expression of the intent a person has. So when you're talking about karma, it's like whatever you do, expect to be done to you. That's the duality of action.
I'm just saying that it blows my mind. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, when I see people go through that situation, whether it's a guy, whether it's a woman, whether it's white, whether it's black, and I'm like, yo, how long? Like, ugh. This is why I don't really go to people's channels. This is why I stay where I'm at. I do what I do and I dip because it's like I don't have time for that. You're not gonna get that energy from me. I don't care. I'm sorry. That's probably one of the reasons why I didn't want to do vertical for a long time. Like, damn, shit to do vertical, you gonna curse somebody out. Go get some
Mhm.
silly person in there talking reckless to you. Like, man, what's wrong with you? You don't even know me to talk to me like that.
I would, bro. I don't even be caring. Like, I really got a high level of fuck it to me, because it's like, but this is, I'm telling you the secret, bro. It might not work for people, but it worked for me. So I'm gonna give you some game, right? Once you identify why somebody doing something, it's like it don't bother you no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't. That's why things don't really get to me, because it's not. I don't really care what people say or do. I'm more interested in why they're doing it. And once I
Mm-hmm.
see they fuck people, like if I think you a fuck boy, man, I ain't lowering myself to you. Fuck you. I ignore you until I gotta address you. You know, that's why I was telling her, like, shit, do your thing, man. If you feel like this is the point where you got to set, because you sometimes you got to speak people language for them to understand what the hell you mean. So,
Right. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, yeah, do your thing, but just don't dwell on it. You know, don't ruminate on it.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, you try to get it off your chest. But I just tell people don't dwell on it, because if you dwell on it, that shit gonna drag you down, and you're gonna be soaking in it for a while, and you might not be able to get up out of it. And that's the thing that I want people to understand. You don't have to be there all day. You can get up out of there if you choose to. But if you stay there just a little bit too long, she gonna gobble you. Yeah, realist. We try to figure out the whys. That's word. That's word for every word. Why?
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 Why? Michael Jackson said it.
And he said
And
it.
that is human nature. Why? Why?
But it's and then just the fact that it's always the battle of the sexes type shit. Like, come on, man. Y'all ain't got nothing else to
Man, that
do.
shit. Bro, look, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. A lot of this shit be internet shit, man. That shit don't be going down in real life. I wish I would come across somebody who be talking that red pill or any of that shit in real life, bro. I'd be like, the fuck away from me, bro. I ain't even around them. Like, that shit weird, bro. It's like women waging war on men, men waging war on women. Like, y'all both weird.
I'm just,
So,
I'm
no,
just I,
I'm,
I ain't choosing none of it. Y'all can keep it. I'm straight. I ain't fighting nobody about nothing. I'm just here to give my sense. If it ain't worth nothing to you, leave it on the table. If it is, hey, rock with it. That's the best I can tell you. It's absolutely mind blowing that you really got to go through things like that. So
man, I'm here to party and bullshit. To party and bullshit. You remember
yeah, yeah.
that?
Party and bullshit and bullshit and party. I'm like, yo, shout out to B. BB had me crying. He's like, who are you talking about? I'm like, yo, she said it like 5 times. Who is that? she, she like, you just trying to make me say it. I'm like, I don't know if he tried to, but you get ready to say it. And that's exactly what happened. I just don't want people to waste their energy on things that's not necessary, man. We got other things to focus on, man. We really do. We got life that be lifing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not adding no bullshit from this part of the world. Because whether you understand it or not, this is real life. I don't care what y'all talk about. It got to be real life because it's affecting y'all real. It's affecting y'all mental in real time. So it has to be real life. Like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all confuse me
Yeah,
when y'all say that. But
I hate when I hear that. That shit sound crazy. But like with this YouTube thing, like when I first came on here, I was like, man, I was telling people all the time because I ain't never really been in no shit. So I was coming to like, man, ignore that shit. And then like it happened to me, and I'm looking like, I ain't go wild or nothing, but I addressed some shit, you know.
mm,
Um, and then I realized like, man, everybody's gonna handle shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just try to, make sure my people don't crash out. That's what we don't want to do. And you ain't no true friend if you ain't telling a person, some real shit. You know, like if y'all see me about to like literally crash out, be like, nah, man, you know,
We be trying.
don't do that.
Shout
That's
out
what real people
to
do, bro. Like I don't like yes people or people like that. That's how you know who fucks with you, bro. Especially
right.
when you're doing like content and shit, right? Because it's like you creating a product, man. You want to get monetized, or if you monetize, you know what I'm saying. A real one gonna be like, hey, man, nah, bro.
Shut this
A
down.
fake one gonna be like, sit back and be quiet. Some people around you just to watch you crash out, bro. They just want front row seat. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that real one to be like, hey, bro, just like my brother or like a family member, bro.
Hmm.
Like, man, don't do that.
Nah, we straight. Fuck this. Nah, man. That's why I tell people if this guy on this panel right now say them 4 words, y'all just all
Good.
right, take a breath. Like, yo, where
Gary be like, shut it down, cut the string,
Commander like,
cut the
yeah.
string.
Commander like, word, no word. And he's like, nah, man, you gotta be fucked up. Like, oh,
Yeah, but bro, the best way I can explain my personality though, bro, I am literally controlled chaos. Control. Imagine chaos being controlled. That's what I am, bro. I ain't. I like. I'm a ball of fire, bro, but I'm in control of that fire.
he being
So
Batman.
there's only a couple things right now because they new to me that I can't accept. So I probably would crash out if it happened, but
Right.
I'm working on that, bro. I'm
But that's
working on that, and I got better. I got
yeah,
less crashy outer. It takes,
shit, that's what improvement
yeah,
in. That's the like, but that's the thing too, right? If we trying to tell people you got to improve on certain things, it starts with us too, right? We can't really like you can't expect somebody to improve on themselves if you're not improving on yourself with the same action, the same your word becomes worthless if you don't know how to control yourself. That's just the truth behind the matter. If you telling people how
like
to improve themselves and you not improving yourself, who the hell want to listen to you?
bro, a lot of things that I be saying, like I do that shit so unconsciously now because it became like a habit, like a damn reflex. Like so, even when I'm having these conversations, bro, I be telling y'all the processes of what I do or how I did things or how things are done. I be literally telling you the process, like do this to get to here, and I try to break it down so it's actually where you can actually apply it, where you can actually do it. Like if we have a conversation, I'm telling you some shit, you can wake up and do it tomorrow.
Mm.
That's how I do my best to try to put it that way, but I think that's the whole point, bro. Because if you ain't giving people the game, what are you giving?
So the question is, what game are they trying to accept? That's the problem too. What are y'all accepting? Are y'all accepting someone's truth, or are you accepting someone's bullshit? And that's the thing that we have to understand, even going forward. You know what I mean? You gotta. That's why you gotta be consistent with who you rocking with, right? Because some way, shape, or form, you have to learn a person in order to get closer to a person. And when you get closer to a person, you can see the do's and the don'ts of certain things. And if you don't do that, then you out of luck. I'm just saying. You gotta know who you rock with, right? Like I said, I'm joking about it, but like I said, if I've been around you enough to know when you say those 4 words, if you ain't laughing about it, yo, all right, something get ready to happen. Commander, you get ready to shut this down. Uh,
Cut the
we'll,
screen, cut it, cut
we'll Commander, cut it off. I ain't got the access. You shut it down, right? And that's just the
it.
thing. Like, and I would do, like I said, I would do that for anybody. Like even today, I was like, yo, listen, I hope this is it, and you just go forward with what you're going forward with. So um, but before this thing times out, let me get these picks off you. I lost my pick yesterday. I went with the Rams. I lost. Tomorrow game is going to be the Eagles and the Commanders.
I was on Eagles. Five birdies fly.
Fly, birdies, fly. Then you got, oh my God, the Packers and Bears tomorrow. That's an important game.
Packers.
You going with the Packers?
Jordan Love out or something?
No, he playing. Michael Parsons ain't playing.
They beat them last time, didn't
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think so. But he was playing.
they?
uh, Jets and Saints.
I believe in Justin Fields.
Justin Fields ain't playing.
Uh,
Don't believe
uh,
it.
I don't know who their quarterback is. That
Some
Saints
white
been
some
winning, right?
they just beat
Uh,
the Panthers.
Yeah, go Saints, bro. Watch their
Okay.
ass lose.
I don't know I ain't picking nothing. I gotta pick the two. I just picked two games tomorrow. Vikings at Giants.
Vikings.
Yeah, I think that dude is gonna hurt himself. The Chiefs at the Titans. Mahomes is out for the year. Let me just put that out there. Let me say that
I'm
right
gonna go
now.
Titans, bro. I'm gonna say Titans gonna win that game.
Let me put that up. Yeah, ain't nobody told me Mahomes got hurt. Yeah, he been hurt for the year. Bills and Browns.
Bills.
Yeah, they fighting for a division. Bengals and Dolphins. Tua is not their quarterback. Let me say that
Bengals.
too.
Bengals. Them Bengals.
Tigers. Bucks and Panthers.
Bucks.
Okay.
Buck.
Chargers versus the Cowboys.
Chargers, bro. Going with Jim. I believe in Jim.
Falcons versus the Cardinals. I believe in Joe
Falcons.
Henry.
I believe in Joe Henry.
Never miss one fight, Joe Henry.
That motherfucker said, I believe in Joe Pesci. Like, what the fuck? This motherfucker said Joe
Raw truth
Pesci.
is a jackass. The Jags versus the Broncos.
He said that shit with so much confidence, bro. Like, I believe in Joe Pesci. I was like, what the fuck?
I know
Man, he
this
should
nigga
have
get
been
it.
in movies, bro.
He getting a nice check. Jags versus Bengals. That dude right. Oh my God, that motherfucker right there.
Jags versus who?
The Broncos.
Uh, uh, Broncos, bro.
Raiders and Texans. I already know. I just heard Commander yell it out.
Texans.
I just heard it
I
like, don't pick the
believe in
fucking
the
Raiders.
Raiders.
Shit, ain't nobody. Oh, you going with the Lions this week?
Hell yeah. I
You
can't wait to rub this in my dad's face.
I know. I thought about you when I saw that. I
I
was like,
told him,
oh
I said,
man.
you got to watch the Lions this week. Nah, you got to watch them beat your Philly. The TJ Waters out for the year.
Pats
Hey,
versus the Ravens. Oh man, I thought about you
Pats.
so bad. Patriots, Pats, and 49ers versus the Colts. This motherfucker old ass dude came out of retirement. Oh my god.
Niners. I'm going to go Niners.
All right. So that's your picks. You got all your picks. You got the Eagles, you got the Packers, you got the Saints, the Vikings, the Titans, the Bills, Bengals, Bucks, Chargers, Falcons, Broncos, Texans, Lions, Patriots, and the 49ers.
Who the Bengals playing?
The Dolphins.
Okay.
Those are his picks, y'all. And I will post the picks up. I gotta put. I'm gonna post mine tomorrow because I think the first game like 5 o'clock. The Eagles and Commanders play at 5 o'clock. There's two Saturday games. Uh, and then the rest is on Sunday and Monday. So they starting the weekend games. So they got Christmas coming up next week. We'll talk about that on Sunday. We'll have all that
That's
Sunday.
crazy, bro. We got to play the Steelers and then turn around and play the Vikings. We did that shit twice around the holidays. Like that shit crazy, bro.
So, I just wanted to get that in before the 2 hour mark because, even Mook said we getting out of here in 2 hours exactly. Since you ain't going live,
Yeah,
uh,
nah, I ain't gonna lie.
we
My
shutting this.
headache went away though. I had a massive ass headache at first, bro.
Glad you feeling better. But
Yeah, sour diesel, bro. That
mhm.
strawberry diesel did the thing. It feel good sativa, bro.
With that being
The
said,
fuck?
y'all, we about to get out of here. Shout out to my co-host, my 33 brother. I might do the Laker game tomorrow, 10:30. I don't think you're gonna lie tomorrow, so I might do the Laker game 10:30. They play the Clippers, I might broadcast it. But if not, I'll be back Sunday night to recap all of the games that happened up till Sunday night. Uh, if you want to pick these games, just put it on the community wall. I will add it to the picks. And with that being said, y'all, from the Channel 9 studio, this is Mr. 33 and the word. We signing off. We see you guys on Sunday.
Peace out.